Hello YouTube, this is Jake and Kyle again, and today we're bringing you a review on all three of our dirt bikes. Our cousin got the Razor MX 650, and it's not even close. It's kind of annoying because the Razor is so much better than either of our two. It outperforms, and it's way nicer of a ride. So the Mototec has the best looks, we've concluded. The Rosso has a powerful motor, but it doesn't have the top speed we like, and the Razor has just about everything: comfort, speed, torque, and it looks decent too. But we've done races and whatever, and we've gone down our gravel road we have up here, which we'll show you in a little bit. But the Razor just beats us by a ton, and the weight limit on Razor is way much more than
I think it was like 250.
And that 250 is true, because me and Kyle will ride on it, and it'll still beat the Rosso and the Mototec. But the Mototec here has a speed limit of, it goes up to I think 16. The Rosso will do 17 or 18, and then the Razor,
Or I think goes like 21 maybe.
20 or 21. Even though they all will say 17 miles an hour, but we're truly giving you what the top speed is. And the Razor, it has a sprocket or whatever. What would you call that?
Like the shock?
Yeah, no, the sprocket. So when it starts, it's a click or whatever.
Yeah, it has like a really aggressive kind of click, and it like really gives you the power.
Yeah, which I think is a sprocket, and it gives you the extra torque that neither of these two have. But when we were thinking of a dirt bike to buy, I was thinking Razor's just going to be one of those cheap kids toy brands, but they truly have perfected the art in their motor and battery, because the battery on the Razor will last 3 times as long as
maybe it lasts like 2 hours, 1 hour.
Yeah, it'll last. And I mean, even at that, it's still going as fast as ours. And ours start to die after a while. But we'll just give you a look of all the dirt bikes if you want. We haven't cleaned them.
Camera?
Yeah, we haven't cleaned them or anything. Ryan will show you his here.
Yeah, I haven't cleaned mine since I've gotten it.
The front shocks on his, would you say they're good, or?
Yeah, I guess they're pretty good, I'd say.
Front shocks, back shock. The front wheel's a little
awkward.
It's a little awkward, yeah. It doesn't match the back wheel,
but it still works great.
Yeah, the advantage of having the sprocket on the back wheel here, I don't know if you can see that, but the advantage is that if you coast down a hill, it will coast at faster than the bike can go. But with ours, where it has the motor, it acts as an alternator and stops the bike almost. But you can see the Rosso, it is really honestly cheaply made, because the tire right now, we just got up here and the tire's like off the rim flat. We're gonna see if we can fix that, and it just really is cheaply made, and it doesn't feel safe. The Mototec, you can tell, is professional. It's great product and whatever, and the Razor's great made too. And the nice thing about the Razor is that there's so much clearance between the handlebar and the foot peg that you can actually, Ryan can truly do donuts on his.
Yeah, like I can physically do donuts on it. And I would recommend this greasing up the brake pads a little bit, because they're a little too aggressive. Or if you hit the brakes, like you'll be sliding for a while.
Yeah.
So I would recommend doing that.
But the Razor has the torque and whatever you would want. It's so much more powerful. I can't even begin to say that. And the Mototec would be a great little kid's dirt bike, because it has the power for a little kid, and it's comfortable.
It has great suspension.
The suspension is very loose.
It is really good.
Ryan loves doing that. The Rosso, I would not recommend for anybody. To be honest, it's not very good.
No, so you don't really notice this, but you'll notice it when you ride. The handlebars on this are so much higher. So when you stand on it or anything, like when you're going over big bumps or something and you want to stand, it will like give you that extra boost up. Kind of, your hands will be perfect. This one, it does not feel comfortable. This one's a little bit better. It still doesn't really feel as comfortable, I think.
You can just see the frame right now. The frame is like so much bigger. And this clearance, I mean, we can't stress this enough. It is so much of a killer on the Rosso, because I cannot turn at all. I mean, I'm bigger, like I have longer legs, but still it's hard to turn and whatever, so the Razor is really
And it's nice about the Razor too is you can even see how high the pedals are on, like not pedals, I guess like
The pegs.
yeah, whatever you call them, how much higher they are. So then when you're sitting, you feel so much more comfortable on the Razor.
Yeah, I mean the looks aren't the greatest, but it's so worth the looks for the dirt bike you're getting. And we'll show you some more clips of us riding it here and give you some all-around good features. So we have a little obstacle course set up here. He has a designated path, Ryan, and Ryan's going to be doing it because he's the target market for all of these dirt bikes. And first is his, which is the Razor. Okay, go ahead, Ryan. Next we have the Rosso, which is the blue one here, and it's definitely more, it's got power and torque, but it's not the best handling. So here we go. Go ahead, Ryan. The Rosso is very hard to control through the corners. As I said, it's not an easy bike to control. But it has that low end torque that really is nice. Next up here we have the Mototec, and the Mototec is ultimately the perfect kids bike. If you're younger and want to get into dirt biking, it's truly like built like a dirt bike. You can tell people who built this know what they're doing. It's just the motor is kind of weak. It doesn't have as much torque, but it's definitely a perfect dirt bike. It handles great. Go ahead. And it's pretty quiet too. The brakes are very good on this one. It's just the acceleration here is a little slow on his. But it doesn't have that torque to drift in the corners like he has with the rest of them. Now we're going to do a little drag race over 300 feet here, just at that fence post right there, and it'll give you a sense of which one's the fastest and which dirt bike would be the best for you. First, and all of them are going to be done by Ryan, and then I'll do them just to see the weight difference and which one handles weight better. First one is the Razor. Next up here is the Rosso, and the Rosso has a ton of low-end torque. It's just not the best built dirt bike. I've already had to do a bunch of things to it, but it definitely has that power and torque just from the motor alone. And so here we go. Next up here we have the Mototec, and the Mototec is a really well built dirt bike. You can definitely tell the people who built it knew what they were doing. I'm sure they have some gas versions too. It's definitely well built and everything. The only downside is the motor isn't the most powerful, but it still is a good kids dirt bike. Yeah, but the high end speed on it is not the best. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna be on the Razor because I'm the heaviest, Kyle on the Rosso because he's the second heaviest, and Ryan on the Mototec because he's the lightest. And we'll just show you how good the razor is because I am well over twice Ryan's weight, to just show you how powerful it is and give you a sense of the power it has. Now we're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go on the blue one, which is just one. Ryan's gonna go on the Razor or the Mototec, and just show you the weight differentials and which one can handle weight. Now I'm going to be on the Mototec, and we can show you how poor it accelerates with a bigger body like me, and just give you a sense again of which one you'd possibly want.